My name is Prabhakaran. I'm a member of parliament from Malaysia. This is my second term as a member of parliament. And this opportunity for me to share about how I encourage the youth in my country, especially the Malaysian, and specifically the Indians in Malaysia, is where the opportunity must be given to the youth, upcoming youth. I feel it's something special about Malaysia because when I was 22 years old, I became a member of parliament. That is a record in my country, but I didn't do research for the global age group. But now I'm 28. I was recently appointed as a chairman of a particular agency which takes care of the underprivileged Indians in Malaysia.
Hi everybody, my name is Ishani and I'm a very proud Indian Assamese who lives in Hong Kong. I am a technologist by profession, but an art lover. I love traveling, history travel, and sharing my yoga experience with people in Hong Kong. A part of my mission through yoga is to make yoga accessible to the underprivileged sections of the society. For example, the ethnic minorities in Hong Kong, making it a part of their life and giving that strength, empowering them through yoga is one of my missions. And through this mission, I traveled to a couple of countries to learn more about, do my workshops, but also share and learn more about the history and the impact that India had on Southeast Asia.
Being a Filipino of Indian origin, I found it to be a necessary passion, a necessary objective to interlink both nations in their respective capacities. So just to provide a little context as to what I do and the areas in which I work in towards the major theme of this discussion, I wear a couple of hats in the Philippines. First and foremost, as a university lecturer, I specialize in Philippine foreign policy and Indian foreign policy in Southeast Asia. Now, what I have to first of all say is that through the proactive policy and foreign policy and leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and the Modi government for spearheading a vision of India towards the world, Vasudev Kutumbakam, for instance, and of course that proactive drive to be the voice of the global South. This has led to a lot and a significant percentage of appetite across the world towards engaging deeper with India.
Jai Jagannath, and Sani Bona to my people of South Africa watching back home. My name is Revdi Pillai, and I'm an IT business analyst by profession. I'm also a radio personality and a youth ambassador in my country, and of recent, the CEO and founder of the non-profit organization called Care for Africa. Before I go on, I must say a big thank you to the Consulate General of India in South Africa and the Government of India for giving me this opportunity. In South Africa, we have around 1.6 million Indians living in South Africa, and to be chosen to sit here today is an absolute honor, and I thank you for that.
I'm a second-generation entrepreneur from Oman. And I can't tell my story without telling the story of my father. My father left India 55 years ago in search of a better economic opportunity, to find prosperity. And that journey took him to Mizoram, a few hundred kilometers away, and it took him to the shores of the Gulf in Oman. And over those 55 years, through hard work and determination and the blessings of the Almighty, we have been blessed to be part of the nation-building process in infrastructure, in education, in hospitality. And today we have come full circle where we see India is the largest opportunity in front of us.
I am an attorney at law. I am also the political leader of a political party called the Patriotic Front. I follow in the steps of my father, the Honorable Basdeo Pandey, who was the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, thank you. In fact, 20 years ago, he was here at this conference, and he was receiving the Summer Award. Sadly, he passed last year, so it is both happy and emotional to be here, but I'm very, very proud to have been given the opportunity. When my father became the first Indian Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a cosmopolitan country. What had happened was Indian people felt empowered, and not in a negative way, but in a positive way, to be proud of their food, of their culture, of their religion. They didn't feel the need to hide it. We were able to get Indian radio stations so that we can listen to Indian music. Not at the detriment of any other race, but it brought a sense of equality and non-discrimination that we had been facing as Indians in the past.
When we had a visit last year, many months back, with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Anwar Ibrahim, we sat down with the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji. We discussed many exchange opportunities, and there were many opportunities, but one of it really made me really excited was the education part. Because the exchange of education, thanks to the Indian government, they've given us many scholarships for the Malaysian students to come here and study. With that kind of exchange policies, we really can have proper ideas, exchange of policies, technologies, digital platforms, and we create these opportunities so that the young people out there can use this, grab this opportunity, and to change this into nation building policies.
When you're on the other side of the world, you almost look at as if it is too far. But of course, with technology, nothing is too far. Won't you agree with me, sisters? Nothing is too far. So absolutely, I think Trinidad is a growing and developing country. Our vision for our country is to achieve its fullest potential. And to do that, we cannot operate in isolation. And therefore, collaboration within the diaspora and of course with India would be very, very beneficial.
Don't catch the fish for the person. Teach the person how to catch the fish. Don't, give the person, or don't give the youth. As long as you continue to give the youth resources, they'll never learn how to fend for themselves. So I want to give them a skill so they are able to fend for themselves.
And I think that at this point in time, when diaspora politics in the field of international politics considers to be an element of weaponization, I can proudly say that the Indian diaspora continues to be the most favorable diaspora across the world.
मैं मेरे देश के प्रति मेरी ड्यूटी, मेरा कर्तव्य मैं अदा करूंगा। जब हर व्यक्ति नेशन फर्स्ट की धारणा से आगे बढ़ता है, तब जाके देश डेवलप्ड कंट्री बन सकता है। मेरे सभी डायस्पोरा का कंट्रीब्यूशन थॉट बहुत आवकारी है। मुझे आज बहुत अच्छा लगा। पैनल डिस्कशन में कई ऐसे वर्ड्स का यूज करते थे जो हमारे ट्रेडिशनल वर्ड्स थे, हमारे ट्रेडिशनल थॉट से निकलता है। दुनिया में कहाँ भी गए हैं, लेकिन आप अपनी वैल्यूज, अपने एथोस, अपने थॉट इंडियन ही रखा है। इसलिए मैं आपको अभिनंदन करता हूं।